Good afternoon, my friends. So nice to be back here noon for the noon meditation. Really really love the days that I get to do the morning prayer and noon meditation. Today, this is Kelwin Hagen. Today I get to fill in for Paula for the meditation this afternoon. I was blessed with being able to be here for this time when she couldn't. First thing I'm going to do though, and I invite everybody else to do the same, is I am going to share this meditation onto my personal page. And I'm doing that so that anybody who comes to my page gets an opportunity to see it. And I invite us all to do the same thing. If you have a minute, hit the share button. Share this onto your page, and perhaps the person that sees it, that wouldn't have seen it otherwise, it may be just what they need to spark the change in their life that they're here to experience today. So, I got a little bit of a longer read, a couple pages today, because I just want to do it. So I'm going to get started fairly quickly in doing that. And I want to say hi to whoever's here first, though. Philip, hello. Back from Scotland. Tahida, hello. Teresa. Letitia, hello, Letitia. From North Hollywood. Good day to you from Mid-City, Hollywood, Mid-City, LA. Colleen from Torrance, good morning. Give it a few minutes for a couple of more folks to come in. And I'm going to be reading something from Live Visioning by Reverend Michael Beckwith. We're doing the class right now, so I've been reading through it a lot and really enjoying it. And it's got so much good stuff in it. And so, it's an amazing book. If you don't have this book, if you haven't read this book, I suggest you get it. It's phenomenal. It's one of the keys to the practices that we use at Agape for moving forward into more of who we are. We have prayer, we have meditation, and we have life visioning. And life visioning works with all three of those work together in such an amazing way. And on this particular spot, this is on page 130 in the hardback cover that edition I have. And this is towards the end of chapter 8. And chapter 8 is titled The Dark Night of the Soul. And the Dark Night of the Soul is one of the biggest gifts you can be given for personal growth and advancement of ourselves. Hello, Henry. Hi, Cynthia. Hello, Deborah. Kristen. So nice. Portia, good afternoon. Folks are coming in. A couple of folks getting a little bit late, so I'm holding the reading for a minute here, but not much longer, so we can move forward. But I'm reading the part on page 30, and it starts with "You're in good company." And I decided I'm going to read the other two parts that follow it. They're pretty short. "Don't Avoid the Void" and "Navigating the Dark Night." This is the end of chapter 8, and it really encapsulates so much of the gift that the dark night is. And then we're going to go into a time of quiet meditation when we're going to just quiet stillness, time in the stillness, not necessarily quiet. Wherever you are, it may be very loud. You can still find stillness inside yourself. Good afternoon, Lynette. Nice to see you from New Orleans. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start this reading now. Page 130, Life Visioning. Starts with "You're in good company." As already emphasized, there is a tremendous difference between ordinary sadness and the dark night. The vibration is entirely different. St. John of the Cross a Carmelite monk from the 16th century, is perhaps the most sublime of all Spanish mystics. His book, Dark Night of the Soul, a classic in mystical literature, is a valuable guide for navigating the dark night. In one stanza he writes, "O dark night, kindled in love with yearnings, O happy chance, the endurance of this dark night is preparation for the great light. His words reveal the dark and light aspects of incubating in the emptiness dash fullness of it all. When you experience a dark night, I encourage you to read about the life of an awakened being, and you will realize that you're in good company. For none have reached the shores of wakefulness without all of the ego's notions of what it means to be spiritual getting stripped away. Those who surrender, who don't resist the dark night, drop the remnants of ego and become a living fire of soul luminosity. While it seems more natural than unnatural to reject the dark night experience, you do so at the expense of a profound purification of consciousness. Let's say you are caught between two of the stages, your current stage of consciousness and the birthing into a new stage of your evolutionary progress. And you wonder if the benefits will outweigh the pain you are experiencing. A gauntlet is thrown down in the face of your ego, and how you respond is very revealing. You will face it full on, as did Jesus and the Buddha during their respective dark night experiences. So many individuals question why, when they're striving so diligently and everything has been going so well, there's suddenly this to contend with. After all, they've read all the right books, can talk the lingo, sit regularly on their meditation cushion, serve at their spiritual center. It's confounding, especially the first time it happens. Spiritual arrogance can be so subtle, but when we're sincere in our spiritual work, we remain humble enough to admit that no matter how long or how deeply we've traveled the path, we still know very little. This I call positive ignorance, because it demonstrates an open and teachable attitude which acknowledges that there remains a distance to go on the journey to enlightenment. Don't avoid the void, I like to say, and often remind myself, sit with it. Don't try to affirm it away. Welcome it without morbidity or a sense of victimhood. Remind yourself of this good news. Often right before you have a breakthrough, you have a breakdown, a releasing of chemicalization that becomes an alchemization when you come through it. Transformation has happened. As you spiritually mature, you will recognize that there are different levels to the dark night. They will become easier to surrender to because you will learn to recognize and appreciate their cleansing effects. When experiencing a dark night of the soul, I've always leaned into theologian Dr. Howard Thurman's wise advice to walk in remembrance radiance. When we recall the communion we realized in deep interior prayer or a precious meditative oneness with the whole, we gather the courage and surrender to keep on keeping on. It is a way of metaphorically holding your hand in loving kindness and remembrance. The moments of dark always lead to the light. When we mature in our understanding of the valuable play of light and shadow in our life, we know that we are on a grand journey of the heart, and we give thanks to the dark night for evolving into spiritual warriors and illuminating our path. You may welcome the dark night with full confidence and trust. Wow, there's a lot. Page 130 to 131 in Life Visioning by Reverend Michael Beckwith. Amazing. So, hello, Mary. Hi, Lee. Linda, hello. Keisha, Lee, Beth. Okay. Yes. The dark night of the soul, like everything in our life, everything in life, everything everywhere, is a blessing and it is a gift. And we need to go through them. Powerful book. I love this book. So let's take some time now and meditate. And we can meditate on what we talked about here. We can meditate on not avoiding the things that are in us, but moving through them and allowing ourselves to feel. So we're going to take a few breaths. We're going to contemplate the joy of knowing that after each darkness, light always shines again. And in fact, I would add to that the light is always shining. And as we move through the darkness, we clear the path to the light, not by resisting it, but by allowing it. So we're going to start with a few deep breaths. And as I allow my body to relax into this now moment, shaking off everything of my earlier part of the day, releasing everything from my past, relieving all expectations for anything I have in my future, and allowing myself to be right here with my breath, right here in the stillness, being still through everything, staying still through any sounds outside my window, anything I hear, a plane, a car, a bird, an animal, staying still through it all and allowing the oneness, the stillness to speak to me, allowing it to let me know that I am all right already, and that everything that I am going through, every challenge, everything that seems pleasurable and everything that seems painful, all of this is a gift. And now I contemplate these gifts and I ask questions. As I fall into meditation, as I slide into this silence, I ask myself, what is Spirit bringing to me today? What is Spirit wanting of me today? What do I need to release for Spirit to bring this to me? What talents and wonderful skills do I bring to this? These are questions we can ask every time we pray, every time we meditate, and every time we think about it. And we fall into the willingness of knowing that we are ready to move forward with whatever comes. Thank you. As I move forward, I choose not to suffer, though I may feel pain. I choose to be here now and knowing that everything here now is forever working for my greatest good. the sounds I hear outside me, outside my window, to bring me back to this moment, right here, right now, the perfection of the stillness. I am what God is. My very being is filled with the love that is the love of God, as God. as I feel this stillness, allow these questions that I asked earlier to marinate through my life. I sit in the love and the willingness and the self-determination, the self-respect, to the self-responsibility to move forward, to allow these things to work in my life as my life. I give myself permission to act and be one inside the spirit of the love of God. And as I carry this reverential feeling, this feeling of love, strength, and positivity into the rest of my day, stopping here and there just to pause, take a breath. I am grateful. God is all there is. I am life-lifing right here, right now. You are life-lifing right here, right now. We are life-lifing right here, right now. And I know as we move forward through this day and through every day, growing and expanding in our awareness of our oneness with all things, all beings, all people, all places. I give thanks. Give thanks for the power in prayer, the power in meditation, the power in visioning. I give thanks and I let it go. I let go of all doubt, all fear. I let go of every expectation. And I know that the entire universe, as God, is working for me. I release it, I say, and so it is. Amen. Wow, that felt good. Hello, Della. Alon, never too late. Saw you clicked in right as the meditation began. You might want to go back and hear the reading. It's pretty powerful point. Olive, hello, nice to see you here, Olive. Leanne, hello. Good to see you, good to have you here. Linda. Yes. It's a beautiful day out here. So, if you don't know me, again, I'm Kelwin Hagen. Heading to Lisbon. Have fun. Have a good time while you're there. Fun travels. Hello, Patty. Much love back to you. Colleen, hello, and you're welcome. So, I'm Kelwin Hagen. Again, I can be found on Facebook. I'm an Agape licensed spiritual practitioner, and that means, in what I understand my oath to be, means I am here for we. So anytime you need a personal prayer, call me through Facebook, find my phone number on my Facebook page. I'm pretty available to be called at any time. And I will answer the phone or I will call you back. Danielle, you bet. Got all those people in your love and in your heart. Lee, you're welcome, Lee. So, here for you. And please, tune into Agape on Sundays. Oh my gosh. And if you're in LA, come in live. You can come to the 9 o'clock, even though it's not officially open to the public, or you can come into the 11 o'clock. Come in, get individual prayer afterwards, and just come say hi. And if you do come to Agape and you met me here and you've seen me on Facebook, by all means, grab me and say hello, because I look forward to meeting you in person. Much love to all of you. Remember, we want to see this peace on earth. The way we do that is we become the peace on earth. If we are the love, we create the love. So, thank you very much. I love every one of you. And I will see you again soon. I will be here again next Monday for the morning meditation and the noon morning prayer and the noon meditation. And got my book club going on tomorrow night. And tonight, by the way, I'm one of the leads on Freedom Path. And on the first Wednesday of every month, we do Freedom Path. You go to agapelive.com and you can find the link for Freedom Path in there when you do a search. And please join us. It's at 5 o'clock tonight. Love to see you there at Freedom Path, on the Freedom Path. Peace. Love you.